Good morning, Twin Flame, Twin Souls, Soulmates, Fated Connections. This is Brainy Twin Gemini for January the 22nd, 2020. First and foremost, I want to thank you all so much for the love, the likes, the subs, the comments, the emails. It really warms my heart, and I love you all so, so much. Thank you so much for the kind words every single day, the kind emails. I really do appreciate it. It really warms my heart, and I want to thank you all so, so much. As many of you know, I have a gift, and this gift is meant to be shared with you. I'm meant to deliver messages. I get signs and syncs every single day, and I believe these signs and syncs are messages that I need to deliver to you. So I'm going to go over the signs and the syncs in the last 24 hours. Primarily, I'll start with the number sequencing. I've seen 444. I saw that 4 times. I saw it in my car twice. I wake up early every morning. I work full time. I saw it yesterday morning, yesterday evening. When I drive home, there's this big billboard. It has the time. It was 4:44. And it was -4. So 4:44 is very significant because it's a sign of an awakening. And when you embark on this journey, to the two twins, they actually come in to wake each other up and awaken. So I believe there's a lot of you waking up right now. That's why I'm seeing this number so prevalently. And then I've seen the number 1010, 777, 1111, 1212, 555, and I saw 717 twice. There's one song that I wanted to bring to your attention while I was journaling this morning. It kind of resonated to the journey, and it's hopefully I'm saying the artist's name right, Evanescence, Bring Me to Life. I'll post the lyrics in the description of the video. Very, very beautiful song. And then lastly, I saw 2 hawks. I don't look for this stuff. I was driving home. I was almost home, actually, and I saw these 2 beautiful hawks together. And hawks are so symbolic. Hawks, they mate for life, but when one swoops into your life, be ready for a whole new level of developing your mind and spirit. There's messages coming from angels, divas, and other divine. It's not unusual for hawk spirit to inspire you when you begin to work with divine methods. Trust your inner guide and higher self. Don't brush off gut instincts. Hawk medicine begins with observation and ends with swift, decisive, and successful movement. The universe is trying to send you a message, and pay attention to everything, your higher perspective on something that's been holding you back. Until you get the big picture, you could remain stagnant. There's so many things with the hawk. It represents past life, eternal love. There's so many things. Guardianship, leadership, life, memory, messages, observation, opportunity, power, resolution, strength, truth, visionary, and wisdom. I love those hawks. I don't always see them every single day, but they come when they're meant to come, and I saw 2 of them. So I loved the fact that I saw the 2 of them because it just reminded me of 2 lovers, and they do mate for life. Again, if you've watched my videos before, you know that I only use the cards out of pictorial purposes. I just want to show you something here, hopefully, so you can see all of these. I believe this is what I've written since May. And I'm working on this one right now. And so everything I do is divinely guided by this. I strictly do the cards out of pictorial purposes. Everything always resonates with my journal. Today I'm going to do something different. These guys need a little bit of a rest, so I'm going to use different cards today. I'm going to give you the overall message from this deck, but I'm going to be using different decks today just because my guides have been telling me to do so. Again, everything always resonates with my journal. So I just strictly, like I said, flip the cards just out of pictorial purposes. I want to go over some of the energy for the last 24 to 48 hours. There's been some anxiety, a little bit of irritation, and a lot of vulnerability. So I feel like many of you are feeling vulnerable right now, and that's because of the love. This is the most profound love that 2 people can share in a lifetime, and it leaves you vulnerable. And I believe that in the last several days, some of you have been very, very vulnerable. This is a vulnerable journey. It's not an easy journey. And as I've always said in my videos, this is a journey. And it's a journey to get to the higher sense of yourself, to wake up, to ascend, and to love unconditionally, self-love. But I just feel that some of you have been raw and vulnerable over the last several days. Part of the journey. This is a vulnerable, very vulnerable journey. One thing I always say, and I will always say, is trust your gut. That hawk came in for a reason. Your intuition is amplified. No one can tell you you're on this journey except for you. So trust you, go within, and trust your gut. I'm just here as a guide. I'm just here to, guide you through the journey. That's kind of what my mission is. But yeah, always trust yourself and trust your gut. And nobody can tell you you're on this journey except for you. So I'm going to get started here. I'm going to use energy oracle cards. I use 4 cards because 4 is in my birth number. And yeah, so I'm going to go kind of what's in the DM's headspace, what's going on with them right now. Again, different deck, different messages, same deal. Always resonates with my journal. I think I have like 2,000 pages of writing here. But I'm, like I said, divinely guided by this. So this pen and this journal, this is strictly out of pictorial purposes. And I'm going to call out to my guardian angels for 4 cards. And again, a lot of you are waking up to this, and that creates the vulnerability. And you just get through, you just go through stages of vulnerability. So I'm going to ask for 4 cards. So I'm just going to move my journals because they're getting in my way here. Sorry. That's a lot of writing. Okay, so let's go through these. All right. So I've got the Blossoming Abundance card here, and exactly this this particular journey, when you endeavor this journey, there's a lot of things that go on. You blossom abundance within. You have a sense within yourself, and you're blossoming as a person. This journey is, many of you in this journey, you are blossoming, and there is abundance. There's abundance, like I said, within yourself and within this journey. And when you get to the final destination of the journey, if it's meant to be and it's truly your journey, you will be flourished with abundance. There's a lot of things that are required in this journey, and you have to endeavor the journey, and you have to do what is required. But once you do everything that is required, you will be flourished with abundance. There is abundance coming. It's the number 3, if that means anything to you. Yeah, so super, super good. And oh yeah, so the divine masculine is building that foundation. They're doing everything that they need to do so that when they come in to the divine feminine, they are going to have that abundance for them. They are, they want to give the divine feminine everything. They just want to give them everything. So they're working in isolation, and they're just building that foundation. Everything has to be built with a foundation. And the divine masculine, the divine masculine is doing this right now. So absolutely phenomenal. I love it so much. Great, great, great. The temple path. Okay. You see this beautiful, beautiful, I guess it's a gazebo. I would call it a gazebo. It's the temple path. And, it is a path. Like, it's a journey. We're all on this path. And, we get to this, end destination, this gazebo. All the lights are shining. How I want to describe this is it's a spiritual journey. It's a temple path. It's beautiful, and you're on a path, you're on a journey. It's a spiritual journey. That's to me what the temple path represents. But one thing I will say with the temple journey is it's spiritual evolution. That's what it is. And a lot of the divine masculines are waking up. A lot of them have ascended to the higher sense of themselves. So they're, many of them are waking up and coming into their spiritual evolution, and many have already ascended to their spiritual evolution. So I love it. I love it so much. It resonates with number 444. It resonates with the spiritual awakening. It resonates with everything that's going on right now. As many of you know, like, I cannot cheat any of these cards. Yeah, so it's crazy. Absolutely crazy, but that's what the temple path means, and that's kind of what's going on with the divine masculine energy right now. Strictly energy. I use he just as energy. He or she interchangeably. Feminine usually represents a woman, masculine represents a man. So it always depends on where you are in this journey. There's a couple of things that go on with this journey. There's runner chaser, push and pull, awakenings. So it depends on where you are in the journey. If you wake up first, you're divine feminine. If you run, you're divine masculine. It's a very complex journey, and the journey is all about running and chasing, and all about pushing and pulling, and ultimately you have to get into that balance of that energy, divine feminine energy and divine masculine energy, and that is what is the most difficult element of the journey, is getting that balance. So phenomenal. I love it. I love it so much. So I have this adjacent possibilities card here. It's number 24. How I resonate this card is, you see all of these doors here, right? And how I resonate the card, and if it resonates, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Please don't put comments on the wall saying it doesn't resonate. Just pack it away, put it in your pocket, and pack it away. Everybody has different interpretations of the cards. Mine comes out of the journal that I write. So how I look at this card and how I resonate this card is there's a lot of things going on with the divine masculine energy right now, and there's several blocks, and that primarily has to do with they have so many possibilities, in their life right now. And primarily, I'm thinking it has to do a lot with family. It has to do with a lot with friends, and they're caught in the crossfire right now. They're something's tugging them to the love that they have for the divine feminine, and then their friends and family are tugging them the other way. There's interference, and they have these possibilities, but it is what it is. You have to come to a place where, in the journey, where you have to remove the interference, but you have to set healthy boundaries. And the best way to set a healthy boundary is just to say, I need time to myself. I need to heal. That way you're not hurting anybody, and you're loving unconditionally, and you come from a place of good intention. Right? But there are some blocks, and I think it has to do with family. I think it has to do with friends. There's somebody in their life, of a father figure or some form of a man in the divine masculine's, life that is interfering, and the divine masculine is protecting the divine feminine. This is all about protecting the sacred connection, right? So, but there are some blocks right now. I love this card. I love it so much. Number 15, appreciation. Absolutely everything I put in my journal. This divine masculine appreciates this divine feminine. Don't forget, you both came in to wake each other up. And, your souls were sleeping, as I always say. And you've just woken each other up, and you've woken each other to the beauty of love, the beauty of the world, the beauty of yourself. And this divine masculine has the utmost appreciation for his divine feminine. You came into him, again, just energy, at a point in the divine masculine's life where he needed you the most. And he has the utmost appreciation, love for you, and he views you as an angel, a princess, a goddess, and a queen. He has the utmost appreciation for you. If you look at this card, there's a crown. Oh, well, maybe it's just her hair. It looks like a crown. No, it is. Yeah, you're an absolute queen. Okay, divine feminines? Love it so much. So, just a different perspective, different cards, same meanings, right? If I feel I've missed something from my journal, I'll read it to you, but I generally don't. Again, these are just pictures. I feel that some of you are very, very, very close. Very close. Primarily because you're doing the work. And the divine has asked me to give you this message. Great job. You're doing what is required. So I'm going to call out to my guardian angels for 4 cards. Love it. Oh. So this is what the Divine Masculine wants to say. Different cards, same meanings, just a different, interpretation of them. Right now, as of now, we live in the now. We don't live in the past. We don't live in the future. If you live in the past and you live in the future, you're robbing yourself of the precious time of now. And one thing I will always say too is leave the past in the past. Don't, keep dredging up things that, the Divine Masculine or the Divine Feminine has done. The past is meant to stay in the past. You're meant to learn lessons from the past, and you just live in the now. If you live in the past, you're going to keep bringing the past to yourself. But, so, new career, your work focus is shifting in a positive, new, successful direction. Absolutely, I resonate this card with, first and foremost, a lot of them, are embarking on a new journey, a new career in their life. But second of all, you've sparked the creativity in them, and, this is helping them, with, making decisions on a new career. I resonate that with creativity and a new career within themselves. And many of them are, making an honest life. Some of them weren't always, but they have a new career, new creativity, and they want to let you know that that's where they're headed. They're building that foundation. They're embarking on that new career or creativity, but everything they do for their Divine Feminine. I love this card. I love it so much. To me, this represents, it says love life, but it to me represents your sacred journey, your sacred love. And what it says is the basis of your question involves, if it involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. So exactly what I just said. I feel many of you are coming close. Again, there is work required. And if you're doing the work and you're evolving and you're awakening and you're getting to a form of unconditional love, you will reap the rewards. But if you're not, and you don't get to a state of unconditional love, forgiveness, self-love, self-worth, then you're going to get stuck. And I say this sometimes, and I'll say it again. Some of you are so focused on the lack of communication, the ghosting, all of this stuff. But the more you focus on it, the more you bring it into your life. Focus on you and focus on the unconditional love. And I do have a meditation video that I will be posting. Again, I don't Google any of this. I'm divinely guided. I think I've watched one meditation video in my life, and I do my own meditation. I make up my own meditation. I got nice English on me. I came into a place of unconditional love on my own. So I made this video to help you get to that place. Once you get to that place, you open up your heart chakra. And it's work to get to unconditional love, because you have to let the ego die. And it's so hard to let that ego die. It's probably one of the hardest things to do, because your ego always wants to fight. So I'm going to post that meditation video later today on my BTG channel. I can't do both channels right now. It's just virtually impossible. I work full time. I have huge projects going on at work right now. So I'm just going to post it and, catalog it in a different, area. If you want to watch it, great. I guarantee you within 7 to 14 days, if you listen to this video, you'll get to unconditional love. Love it so much. Admit your true feelings to yourself. Again, this is the masculine giving you this message, divine feminine. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what is that you truly desire. So be honest with yourself. And you only know what you truly desire. One thing I will say is be honest. Part of the journey is letting go of the desire. First and foremost, letting go of the obsession of being together with your divine masculine. It's not what the journey is about. The journey is about evolving and getting to your higher senses and a higher level of consciousness. And everything naturally flows. And if you're on this journey, everything comes to you in divine time. You get the messages, you get the signs, you get the things when you're meant to get them. I'm a guide here. I'm guiding you through the journey. You know, some of you struggle, some of you can't see it, some of you don't understand. That's what I'm here for. But be truthful to yourself and admit your true feelings to yourself. And, you know, that to me is the unconditional love, right? Get to those true feelings. Holiday cracks me up because I was just thinking of this. So the answers you are looking for can be found during a vacation, retreat, holiday, or a getaway. Little story, when I went on vacation, I woke up while I was on vacation. I was by the ocean. I went to the ocean every single day, and that's when I went through my awakening. So maybe just take a little retreat. Maybe that's what you need. You know, some time to yourself. Get away, and focus. And that awakening will come. And when it comes in, it comes fast, it comes furious. You just, because when you embark on this journey, you're forced into an awakening. Some people do it natural, like because they want to, you know, spiritually evolve. But when you meet your twin soul, you are actually forced into this awakening. And, you know, the divine masculine is saying, you know, take some time to yourself, retreat, go to a spa, do something for you, you know, and maybe the answers that you're looking for will come to you when you're on this retreat. I love it. I love it so much. Take care of you, divine feminines. You're beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's hard, I know. You know, it's not an easy journey. But you got to take care of you. You know, you got to get back into your divine feminine power. And taking care of you is getting back into that power. So I'm going to call out to my guardian angels for 4 cards. This is what the overall outcome is as of now for this sacred journey. Sorry, I've been asked to do this again. I don't know why. I do not know why. So, I can't believe this. I cannot believe the way this stuff falls. Okay. Blocking connection. I was just talking about blocking connection in terms of, you know, like let's say adjacent doors or, you know, family, friends, interference. There's so many things that can happen with this connection. People don't support the connection. They don't understand the connection. You have to be very, 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 very careful who you share this with. You know, there's, you know, people on this channel understand the sacred journey. Keep it with the people that understand. Because people will interfere and put blockages in the connection, you know, and the divine will block the connection as well, right? That's what happens, unfortunately. We're on a journey, and you have to understand what the blockages are. And, you know, certain things, like I said, it could be addiction, it could be abuse, it could be family, it could be friends. There could be so many things, karmic marriages, children. There's so many things that could block this connection. But you have to remove those blocks, right? And it doesn't always come to you. It will come when it's meant to come. You know, you pretty much get a slap in the face. You know, you'll know, right? Oops. ascending. Um, this stuff can't be cheated. It resonates with the Temple Path card. You're spiritually evolving. You're ascending to the higher sense of yourself. It's absolutely phenomenal. This collective group, for many, many of you, are doing the work. There's many of you coming into physical unity. There's many of you that evolved. Once you evolve on this journey, you realize that first and foremost, it's a bond that can never be broken. It's eternal love. It's pure. It's raw. It's vulnerable. And it is the most sacred love that two people can share. It can never be taken away. And as you evolve, you understand. You let go. You break free. You accept. You have faith. You believe. That's what the ascension process is. I love it. I love it so much. The fall card, how I resonate this card is many, many of you that are new to this journey separated in the fall. I primarily channel for twin souls that are in complete separation with zero communication. Two things here. The fall went into separation. However, many of you in this collective group did receive communication in the fall. And what I want you to do is I want you to think back to the fall, and I want you to just, I know the past stays in the past, but sometimes, you're miffed and you're like, well, I didn't get communication. Think. Did you see signs? Did you see syncs? That is your communication as well. And again, many of you went into separation in the fall. There's a new group, a new wave coming in that are waking up, but a lot of you went into separation in the fall of 2019. Lastly, and most importantly, I love this card. I love it so much. This is your divine masculine, and the divine masculine knows that he's a divine masculine on this journey as well. I love this. I love this so much. I feel divine feminines, you've been vulnerable. Some of you, not all. Again, what resonates, resonates. What doesn't, doesn't. You've been vulnerable in the last several days, and you've been confused. And this is just a reminder that this is your divine masculine. Like I said, trust your gut. Always trust your gut. Okay, I'm going to do my beautiful animal spirit cards here. Because I love my animals. I love them so much. I was thinking that the other night when I was laying down. I'm like, everything on this universe has a meaning or a purpose. Otherwise, it wouldn't be here. Some things aren't always nice to look at. Like, I'm not a big fan of spiders, but I'm sure they serve their purpose. Okay, so these cards are hard to work with. So if one flips face up, I'll take it. And if one falls out, I'll take it. Oh, I like giraffes. Oh. I'm gonna call out to my guardian angels for masculine. Ant. See, everything serves their purpose. Sorry. Okay, so we have giraffe spirit. See the big picture. It's crazy how these cards fall out. I'm just going to go here. Admit your true feelings. That's what I'm resonating with. Number 29, whether 2 or 9 means something to you. 2 and 9 is 11. Thankfully, I'm an accountant and I can add. I had to think about that one actually, which is pretty sad. All right, so giraffes stretch upward to reach the treetops and look down from a high vantage point. When giraffe spirit appears, it's a sign to observe from a higher view in all aspects of your life. It's time you stretch your neck out and broaden your view, open your eyes to what others need or are experiencing, and see the big picture you fit into. No matter how great your wisdom, knowledge, or experience, you don't want to overlook details and connections that will help you better understand yourself and your circumstances. So stretch yourself. Look beyond what catches your attention at eye level, and know that not everything is obvious as you might like it to be. Spirit will bestow upon you a new perspective that might make all the difference. I love it. I love it so much. Again, be true to you. Be true to yourself. There, the ascension, higher sense of yourself. Love it so much. Absolutely phenomenal. Um, Number one, Ant Spirit, time to collaborate. I love it so much. Number one. It's the first card. Like I said, I'm sure ants have a purpose. Okay. When Ant Spirit comes to visit, it's to celebrate the benefits of working in a partnership with others as a part of a community or tribe. Spirit reminds you that to build your dream, you need to work with others, accept help, and trust in your most important partnership you have with Spirit. Your intentions will come to fruition if you remain awake and focused on co-creating your reality. I cannot believe this. With others and with Spirit. Remember that the world around you can easily seduce you if you don't have some sort of practice or discipline like meditation to keep you on track as you build the life you desire. Connecting with others and having accountability partners can be very helpful as it's unlikely that everyone will fall asleep at the same time. The other message Ant Spirit holds is that you're now at an auspicious time to ask for help and receive it, whether you need help assembling a team, finding a new tribe, or requesting assistance from who are there for you. Everything is working to support you right now. I love it so much. And again, absolutely resonates with, where's that one card I want to show you? Adjacent possibilities, the new career, everything. Your focus is shifting in a positive and successful direction. Looking at a new tribe, the endless. I just love it. I love it so much. I can't believe the way these cards fall out sometimes. Again, divinely guided, right? Okay. So I'm going to give you a love message that you can take with you today, tonight, wherever you may be. I'm going to call out to my guardian angels for one card. Front, back, and it says, be still, listen, feel, and just be. Have you forgotten what is truly important? When you pass from this world, and all you will take, with you is your soul and the beautiful memory it holds. Live in the now. What is truly important. And what I always say every single day when I wake up is thank you for the blessing of another day. So thank you very much. Again, for the likes, the love, the subs. If this resonates, thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please sub. And again, have a wonderful day. Blessings to you on your journey. Have a great day, folks.